We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Borderlands, back to Pandora, back to this cold, frigid wasteland as Gage the Necromancer, as I continue on to Chapter 2, heading to Berg with Claptrap. As you can see, I have acquired my Jacob Slick Revolver. As I said before, I was going to try to fix my audio issues, which I hope I have. I had to run from Claptrap's place all the way back here and had another round with Knuckle Dragger. Which, oddly enough, when I defeated Knuckle Dragger, all the stuff that he would dropped in his, where I would fight him initially in a boss fight, but I fought him outside of his boss arena. So when he exploded, all of his stuff exploded where he would normally die. He actually came out of his arena to fight me outside of it, and I killed him outside, but all of his loot blew up inside his arena. That's a little weird. But anyway, I have my two weapons now, my two favorites, my favorite brand of weaponry, the Jacobs style. As it says, fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. So I pretty much can go insane with the R trigger and unload as fast as I can. And I have also a Jacobs filled coach gun shotgun, which has a plus 11 weapon damage, consumes two ammo shots per shot, and same as the scenario, fires as fast as you can, but it's a double barrel shotgun, so yeah. If anything, having stats for reload speed is a must. Alright, so let us continue. Left off here, Claptrap was standing right here, waiting for me to go into the southern shelf. He will be waiting for me on the opposite side of the southern shelf. And I will move on. I have reloaded myself for everything I can, except for grenades. I have yet to get grenades, so I will go off here, and here we go. Now, the thing that I love about these loading screens is it does show how much damage you can have. But unlike the PS4, it loads faster, so you can't really.
About you, minion. This glacier's run by a bandit named Captain Flint. The jerk kept me as his torture plaything for a few months. We played games like dodge the blowtorch and don't get dunked into the pool of acid. I was really good at the first one.
Attention, people of Pandora. Handsome Jack here, offering $1 million to whoever brings me the head of the Vault Hunter who just arrived in Berg. Oh, and I'm still offering a reward for Roland, the mass-murdering leader of the Crimson Raiders. Good hunting, bandits!
So the one thing I am a huge fan of is the villains, the main bosses, because they usually have this great dialogue whenever it comes to talking. And we start off with Handsome Jack. We have Flint. Like Knuckle Dragger, the Bullymog, can't really say much. It's a Bullymog. So as you can see here, here's Berg. There is Claptrap leading my way here. I had to go with the Bullymogs as you saw. Kind of moving. And here we are. You have discovered Berg. And here's Claptrap to open up the door.
Minion, roll out! Ooh! Hey, Hammerlock!
Spectacular! First Captain Flint's bandits attack, then Claptrap shows up. I must have been horrifyingly cruel to puppies in a previous life to deserve this kind of treatment. I say, Vault Hunter, could you kill Flint's men for me?
And an epic entrance for myself. Here we go. All right. I'll let Captain Flint do his intro.
For you, Vault Hunter. You give up, we'll just shoot you in the head. It'll be quick, clean, and a hell of a lot less painful than what Handsome Jack will do to you.
Alright, in my initial test play, Claptrap initiated the fight, as always. As you can see, I'm not great at aiming sometimes. Okay, that was it. I'm running in.
What is wrong with you boys? Just kill that slag leg so we can get our reward.
Alright, and the one thing I always love to do in Liarsburg is let the bully mogs and the bandits fight. So they're going to try to be shooting at me, but then they draw their attention is drawn towards the bully mogs. Now, these guys aren't going to be doing much damage to said bully mogs, but the bully mogs are going to kill the bandits.
Yeah, pretty good.
So I try to kill the bandits before. Alright, one last baggie, and it's a bully mog. There he is.
Damn it! This ain't over, Grinder!
Hey, Hammerlock! Since my minion just saved your town, you want to do your bestie Claptrap a favor and repair my eye?
Yes, I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't I? Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's sight. First, I shall shut off the electrical fence for you. Please stay back, Vault Hunter. Let Claptrap go first.
I knew Hammerlock would come around eventually. Me and him
Grenades, and you now have a grenade.
are like two
Obvious.
peas in a pod. 2 bullets in a mag. 2 cannibal midgets in a fat guy's ribcage.
Apologies, but when Claptrap speaks, I feel my brain cells committing suicide one by one. I shall be out directly.
Of course. And here comes the man, half cyborg.
A pleasure to meet you, Vault Hunter. I am Sir Hammerlock.
Sir Hammerlock, hunter, scholar, gentleman.
At your service. I came out here to research the bully moms for my almanac, but Captain Flint's men trapped me on this glacier. Many thanks for disposing of them, by the way. To survive a direct run-in with Handsome Jack and defeat Captain Flint's bandits, unheard of. I'm headed to Sanctuary myself. From what I hear, the Crimson Raiders there could use a hero like you. Now, if you could hand me the robot's eye, please.
Alright, as you see, this is Sir Hammerlock. As you see, cybernetic eye, cybernetic arm, cybernetic leg. Each of these has a story, and we will learn at least a story about at least one of them, which is good, which will be very interesting. But before I give Hammerlock his eye, I am going to quietly raid his house and kind of dig around here. Alright, I will probably do a proper raid later, but for right now I'm just going to kind of give Hammerlock his eye and watch the master do his work. From one master to another, a necromancer to a cyborg. Let's see what he does. Observe.
Now, I need only connect this to this,
And he promptly just shoves it in, twists it several times, and smacks him
that
once.
should do it!
Ha-ha! I am alive!
Oh dear, he's talking again.
Of course he is.
Minion! Now I've got my eyesight back, and you're far uglier than I remembered. Time to join up with the Crimson Raiders in Sanctuary. This glacier's full of nothing but murderers or jerkbags, like that Hammerlock dude.
I'm standing right here, dude. Now that Liarsburg is clear, I might as well turn on the main power. This town's full of things that may be of use to a go-getting slayer of men like yourself.
Alright, let's do
Minion,
this.
roll out!
I see our fearless leader Jack is looking for you. Charming fellow, isn't he? Spouts drivel about bringing peace to the frontier, then shoots unarmed men, women, and children like it was going out of style. Ah, I'm spouting exposition again, aren't I? Apologies!
No apologies needed, Sir Hammerlock. It's kind of great to have characters that like to talk a lot.
Ah, there you are.
Fast travel. You now have discovered 2 fast travel destinations. Use a fast travel machine to quickly travel to anywhere you have already discovered on Pandora. Alright, there it is.
Come on, work, curse you! Fecal matter. The bounty board's broken. Resistance must have disconnected it before they left the sanctuary. I'd planned to post some jobs for you. Oh well, just speak to me instead.
Alright, so this is the bounty board. It is inactive right now. These things existed in the previous Borderlands to allow me to basically do certain missions. And side missions are main story quests. And right now, my bounty board is a human being by the name of Sir Hammerlock. So let us talk to him. So we turn in and clean up the town. As you hear by the excited glee of Gage, I have leveled up and I have obtained a classic shield with a capacity of 101, recharge rate of 15, and recharge delay of 4.20. It is brought to you by the Theodore Company and is $37.
So,
Shield. You now have a shield. Damage inflicted upon you will first be... Sorry, hairpull. If your shield goes down, it will recharge after a short time. Be on the lookout for stronger shields with special abilities. Same goes to your guns, your grenade mods, your relics, and certain items that are designed to give you a little perk to your character. There will always be consistency. As the trailer stated, there are quite few guns out there. Always upgrading, always changing. You can never create a set that is always going to be yours. You always have to eventually realize you have to either sell them or put them away, or both at one point. You put them away because of like nostalgia's sake or sentimental sake, but then you realize you need space, so then you have to sell them off. Alright, so
are you enjoying Berg? This town used to have a spectacular amount of hustle and or bustle before its denizens fled the sanctuary to escape Jack's army. Most of them, anyway. Captain Flint's men killed them.
Alright, so grab Claptrap. That is, so now, as you can see here, I will go up here and go over to the mission things. We have several missions here. The main story missions here are iconed by the Borderlands symbol. So these are story missions, as it will probably tell you down in the reward area. And there are also additional side missions here. So we will deal with the side missions, but before we deal with side missions, we will go over to the costume area. Because I've noticed that my costume, my skin customization has changed. So it's gone, it has jumped all the way back up to there. As you saw earlier, I started with Chaos Reigns. So we were going back to Chaos Reigns. Now, okay, we'll close. You have found a quick change machine. At the quick change machine, you can customize your look with new heads and skins. You can also reset your skill points so you can choose new skills. And Claptrap will basically repeat exactly what I just said.
You found a customization station. You can use this to change your appearance and reset your skill points.
Maybe sometimes I should just not do explanations and just let the character explain it for me. Alright, so I'm going to accept a mission from Sir Hammerlock.
Hello, mercenary person. I have money and a problem.
This town ain't big enough. There is only room for one deadly bipedal ape-descended species in Liarsburg. So this is now normal difficulty since I am now level 3. So the reward will be $63, an assault rifle, and 160 experience points. So let us accept.
No, Captain.
You can now work on more than one mission at a time. Missions can be marked as active, and your HUD will display the waypoints for your active mission. You can change your active mission in the mission log section of your Echo device. Press to access your Echo device and then highlight the mission you want to activate and press X. And as always, after I'm done this, Claptrap will pretty much explain the exact same thing to me. So Sir Hammerlock is asked, so clear the Bullimogs out of Liarsburg, clear the graveyard, and clear the pond. The graveyard is just in front of me, on this little path to the left of me. Go straight down there, there's the Bullimogs there. Now, the pond is a little area that I've walked past when I was entering Liarsburg. I go down there, finish all the Bullimogs there, and then complete my first side mission. Alright, so Sir Hammerlock will basically give me exposition as for what he's what this mission is going to be, and then Claptrap most likely will basically disperse the information I just said about mission logs.
Everyone in Liarsburg, I see no reason that wild bullymong should lollygag about the place, disrespecting the memories of the former townsfolk. If you could clear the town of them, that would be most gentlemanly.
The objectives on your HUD pertain to your active mission. You can change your active mission by using the mission log in your Echo device.
See what I mean? Alright, so here we go. This is our first little run. This is the first part of Town Ain't Big Enough. We clear the graveyard, and as you can see, there is a brat bullymong right there. So this fight should be a little bit easier. In my test run through, I dropped down to second wind during this fight, but shouldn't be too much of an issue this time. Okay, fight for your life. So if I die, and as you see, I have died. So when you die, you digitize, and then you are transported through the tube to the giant wormhole, and you are sent to the last fast travel station you were, and you are rematerialized. And you hear a lovely quote. Oh, I guess not this time. When you are reconstructed, you are charged a fee. However, that fee will change based on levels. So the higher level you are, the more it's going to cost you each time. So always make sure you have money. But time for some revenge.
How I do?
Alright, throw in the rocket. And second wind is rising me up again, giving me a second chance. Oh. And just like that.
This would be an even greater achievement if anyone in Liarsburg was still alive to celebrate your victory, but still, well done!
Yeah, thank you. It only took me dropping a couple times. Alright, so as you can see, I have access to a new gun, which is basically one level higher, but it's a Theodore, explodes like a grenade when reloaded. Alright, finish looting the area, make sure we can pick up money and whatever else we can pick up. And guns and ammo, that sort of thing. Alright. New grenade, so let us head over to the pond, shall we? I absolutely love the sound effects, like as you run on snow, you hear that snow, you hear that impact. Alright, as you see on my radar, the red indicators have shown that the bullymongs are fully aware of what I'm doing, so. And I usually make the error of going to the pond last, because I try to go by order, and usually ends up becoming a case of last one.
Most efficacious! Bullymongs will think twice about raiding peaceful cities in the future. Hopefully.
Alright, so the one thing unique thing about sometimes with these pickups is they usually are attracted to you, so they're sort of like a magnetic attraction to you, so they automatically will pick up. But unfortunately, in this case, they don't. Like some cases, they won't pick up, so you have to kind of highlight them and make sure you're with them perfectly, and they'll give you the prompt to press square to pick them up, and we go from there. Alright, so we have finished our first side mission. Town ain't big enough. So we will see Sir Hammerlock, who is standing right there, and we will talk to him. and receive our first assault rifle.
Please make Captain Flint's death as prolonged as possible, would you? Quite the douche he is.
And we got a forlorn spinny gun. Damage 17, accuracy 84.0, fire rate 11.3, reload speed 3.9, and magazine size 49. Alright, and it's worth $127. So now we have two others. We have Shield Favors and Bad Hair Day.
I'm still trying to decide on cover art for my almanac. I'm torn between an oil-painted image of myself leaping over a bullymong with a rifle in one hand and a book in the other, or the same image, except the bullymong is also exploding. Decisions, decisions.
I would absolutely love to see how those two would look. I'll probably have to look on DeviantArt for something like that, but it'd be interesting to see if someone actually took the time to actually do that. Alright, so we have two new missions. We have Bad Hair Day, Style is Everything, and as you can see...
Should I pay you up front? Not terribly well versed in mercenary relations, I'm afraid.
Bad Hair Day, which is level 5, which is 2 levels higher than me, which is tough difficulty. Any missions that are higher level than you are automatically deemed tough, versus normal, which is around your level, and anything several levels below you is automatically deemed trivial. Now, levels that are, or missions that are several levels higher than you are deemed impossible, because they are
I see you're admiring
loaded.
one of my many scars. Yes, I've seen my fair share of danger. The odd skag ambush here, a stalker mauling there, really gives one an appreciation for the creatures on this planet, and a hateful desire to wipe them all out.
Alright, so the first side mission we're going to go with is Shielded Favors. If you're going to survive out here, you'll need a better shield. I will leave Bad Hair Day alone for the time being.
If you're to survive out here for any length of time, you'll need a better shield. I humbly suggest paying a visit to the old Crimson Raider safe house. You'll need to take the elevator up there.
Alright. So as you can see, the Hammerlock activated the power. I have access to all my vendors now. Ammo dump is right here. Or you can reload ammo that you need. As you can see, that there is a certain item right in the bottom right hand corner, which is rockets. You can not only access rocket ammo once you have a rocket launcher. As you see, the deals of the item of the day. These are deals that he has out here, like they're supposed to be stronger or better or something like that. And sometimes they are good, sometimes they are not up to your level. As you can see, I have a shield modification of 101. This one has a shield capacity of 78. I usually prefer capacity over recharge rate and delay, because after a while when you do your badass rankings, you're able to increase the amount of like how shorter the delay is and how fast the recharge rate is for your shields. Alright, so while I am here as well, or wait, no, I'll go over to the gun store for that one. Here for your shields, of course, is Dr. Z.
Dr. Zed's portable clinic. What can I get for you?
Dr. Zed himself. He is your health man to help buy health packs for yourself. Like I said, they will always increase in price based on your level. So right now I'm only paying $12 for a shot, which will basically give me 20% of my health back. Alright, and then it also sells you a nice collection of shields. So the deal of the day is a shield that is $170, or is $280, gives you 170 shield capacity. Its recharge rate is 9, and its recharge delay is 6.58. So there is a drop compared to the shield I currently have, but it's for recharge rate and delay, but it has a stronger capacity. I usually go for stronger capacity because that basically means I can take a few extra more hits. Yes, I am more open till the shield recharges again, but that's the gamble you have to take. So I will be returning here to pick that up right away, but I'm going to go over to the gun vendor. Keep in mind, you have options to sell at any vendor. I just kind of like to go to the guns just to kind of look at what they have available.
Catch a gun! Never doing that again.
Alright, so for guns, all they have right now is pistols. So the only two pistols that there's 3 pistols that do catch my eye. There is this, but I'll make sure.
I always buy guns you don't need.
I have my main pistol showed up. So I have the revolver. I have the inflammatory animosity, and I have the slippery hand cannon. Torgue weapons dispense explosive damage. Allowares usually handle elementals, whether it be fire, corrosive, slag, or electric. Banded weapons are usually just your standard pistols, no real perks added to it. Jacob's triggers, as we always, pull the trigger as fast as you can, fire as fast as you want. Dolls will burst fire while zoomed, and Hyperions or sustained increase accuracy. But while I am here to actually do what I was going to do earlier. I am going to be selling off some guns. Like usually I try to keep a level 4 gun with me sometimes, but other times I kind of prefer not to carry it around because you never know when you're going to turn level 4. Or you end up selling off guns you just started with, like the basic repeater. So that one's gone. Now, out of the three of the gearbox weapons that I'm given, courtesy of the Handsome Jack collection, I usually kind of prefer to keep the gearbox Calipine because I love sniper rifles. I like distance shooting versus upfront shooting. So I will be surrendering my gearbox projectile convergence and my gearbox renegade. Now these customizations are skins that you pick up, as we all know, for whether it be a head customization, a skin customization, or a vehicle customization. This right here is a runner's skin customization. A runner is one of the vehicles that you will be getting, which you will have access to drive in the main game. So I can sell it right now, but I will unlock it the old-fashioned, the other way. And we are down to 3, so I will leave Marcus to his dealings. Item of the day will always change. Sometimes it will be a skin, like here it's the Vlad Revolution, which I can easily pick up on a random drop. Sometimes the items of the days I will pick up if it's a...
I'm always happy to take your money.
I will, will sometimes do the item of the day, but mostly just for the badass ranking, just to make sure I'm able to do certain things. Alright, so up here. Alright, and jump down here. Alright, so we're going to do the Shielded Favors run right now. So this is the side mission. Oh, right, I have to unlock the door in order to get outside. And the door is right here. Unfortunately, whoever's sitting here had a bad day. A bad last day. Alright, so we are down here and we are going to... Alright, so map. To access your map, press your center button. The map shows you different points of interest as well as the specific locations on your waypoint. So hit the active device and there you are. This is the map. As you can see, there are some undiscovered areas. The area will not be fully opened until you pretty much skate the entire thing. There's never a map pickup to get access to everything. Alright, so as you can see, there is an exclamation point where Sir Hammerlock is. That is his other side mission, Bad Hair Day, as is a mission available. You will see that every so often when you play as certain characters, or whenever you play in certain areas, there will be maps. Like this is the local map, which will basically show you every location. So like quick change, mission locations, fast travel locations, like ammo vending machine. The money signs are like where vending machines are, where you can buy weapons and shields, and Zed's med machines are, of course, the cross. So, as you see, the diamond indication on the map, on the main map here, shows I have to go right here, and it shows on the mini map, and it goes right there. Now, another addition to the badass rankings are these little telescopes. They cost you $5, but it will give you access to a unique viewpoint. As you can see, I'm looking directly at the Crimson Raider safe house. So that is right there. That cost me $5. But it's part of my badass ranking. So as you can see here are some killer marauders who are 2 levels higher than me. So I will use fireworks. And look out! Like, did you see how powerful that was? I think I might have attracted a rat. Nope, I did not. Okay, good. Alright, so as you can see, he dropped, this one dropped money. And let's see what we got for loot. Assault rifle ammo, which I don't need. More health, I do not need. Sniper rifle, I do not need. Money, I do need. See, the one thing is always looking for loot. Always looking around for loot. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a little item sitting right here. And it's an echo recorder, mission item, Handsome Jack here, an audio log belonging to Helena Pierce, former administrator of New Haven. So, as you can see, there are sometimes there are these missions that will pop up out of nowhere when you're playing here. So you could be doing, like I said, I'm doing shielded favors, but I'm going to kind of reroute myself and do this mission. Handsome Jack here. Whatever happened to Helena Pierce? My reward will be $62. I'll get a pistol, and my optional mission will be 80 XP. So let's do this.
We've hijacked the train that runs through the dust. If all goes well, we should get to Sanctuary in a day's time. Hyperion hasn't diverted any troops from New Haven to pursue us, and a sandstorm has devoured their nearest frontier town. We just need...
Oh, damn it! Everyone, get away from the windows!
You've discovered one of Helena Pierce's audio logs. She was a lieutenant in the Crimson Raiders, the anti-Hyperion resistance. I'd be very interested to know what became of her. If you could find the rest of those audio logs, I would be more than happy to pay you for them.
Alright, so now we have a new mission, find audio logs. And as you can see by the indicator, we have a area objective. So right there, a little area. So what we usually look for when we have objective items is look for the greenish hue. And we're in an area, so we look for the greenish hue. We look for the greenish hue. Sometimes it's very, very well hidden. Like this. It could be as little innocent as this, and you can kind of pass it by and not notice it. And I'd be like looking up here, jumping up onto the barrel, thinking like, oh, it's up here. I'd be jumping over here, looking along the fence line, see if there's like an audio, like an echo recorder just sitting in the snow. But then I happen to look over here, and there is a little lock with an RS on it. All right, let's smash it open. It opens the doors and reveals our second audio recorder.
Jack here.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Pierce.
Well, Miss Pierce, and please don't tell me it's Mrs. Pierce and break my heart, this train doesn't belong to you, so why don't you turn around and face me, Pumpkin?
This train was commandeered legally under the...
Holy nutballs! What happened to your freaking face?
As you can see, Jack is a very subtle man. He's very subtle, he's very polite. Yeah, my sarcasm isn't helping here. Alright, so the next item is in this area. So, where do we look? We can look all the way around here. I'm looking here. Oh, there's always some money there. Around here. Oh, as we look around, we see another telescope. Location of there, and there we go. Alright, so there's nothing around in this area, so let's head up, check the second level, check around the roofing. Nothing on that side. Over here there is a safe I opened up earlier. Alright, so there is nothing up on this area. However, there is one more spot. As you see, I generally destroyed this spot already, so why is it mysteriously back together? Well, let's smash and find out. So we have more money, and watch the audio echo recorder fall all the way down here. Let's pick it up and hear it again.
Okay, how about this? Lady, I don't even know what to call you. You tell me why you look like you headbutted a belt sander, and I'll let all you go right now.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just, forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least.
Yeah, it's very interesting to basically see how that goes nowadays. Alright, so as you can see, the last of the green sheen is right here. So all we have to do is slide the door open, and there we are. Access to one more echo device, and let's go with there.
Oh, holy crap! Did you see your head? It was like... oh my god! Wilhelm, kill these savages. Understood! Handsome Jack killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable of doing so.
Alright, so let us return these echoes after hearing the horrible fate of Helena Pierce, Sir Amerlock. I receive a pistol for my journey. So Vladov or Theodore. I think I'll go with the Theodore, simply because double shot, double power. Alright, well, accept that, go from there. Alright, we will decline Bad Hair Day. And due to my time constraints, I might just end it right here. So I'm going to run over here. Like that. And make my way... Make my way over to the entranceway here and right there, and continue on to my search of the shield. But I'll do some rat killing before I go. They're hitting the fence. Oh. Right. Alright, that's 2 racks, 1 to go. Oh, come on. Alright, and with that, I will end it. And move on to get a new shield. Oh boy.